This is the Shark Tank, where hopeful entrepreneurs get a once-in-a-lifetime chance to pitch the sharks in hopes of getting an investment to start, grow, or save their businesses.
So how many have you been selling?
I've sold about $2,500 worth.
You've sold dozens of them.
The entrepreneurs must convince a shark to invest the full amount they're asking for.
Come on, Mr. Cuban.
Or they'll walk away with nothing.
I think I'm coming down with a fever because I just saw a dog go by with a bow tie on. Oh, my God. I love the dog.
If the sharks hear a great idea, they're ready to invest using their own money.
$1 million for 30%.
I forbid you to proceed.
And they're willing to fight each other for a piece of the action.
Yeah, I'm going to make you an offer.
Would you let me go in with you?
No. I don't want to work with the other sharks. Mark's not giving you enough anyways. Mark's not done talking yet.
Who are the sharks? They're self-made millionaire and billionaire investors who are entrepreneurs themselves. Kevin O'Leary is a venture capitalist who turned a $10,000 loan into a software business worth $4.2 billion. Damon John is a fashion and branding expert who grew his homemade clothing line into the globally recognized fashion brand FUBU. Robert Herjavec, the son of an immigrant factory worker, is now a technology mogul who sold his first internet companies for over $350 million. Laurie Grenier, the queen of QVC, holds over 100 patents and has launched over 300 products, grossing over $500 million in retail sales. And Mark Cuban, notorious billionaire entrepreneur, tech guru, and the outspoken owner of the NBA's Dallas Mavericks.
I'm Lakeisha.
I'm Nzinga.
And I'm Tanisha,
And we're from Hampton, Virginia. We're basically sisters. We're best friends attached at the hip.
Looks like we're ready.
we've been event planners for over 10 years. We were looking for something simple and versatile that we could add to recipes that would give our events a unique taste.
I think this is going to be the best batch ever.
We put our heads together
And the results were incredible. A little more vanilla.
A lot of people think that only chefs can make a gourmet meal, but our product makes everyone a chef because everything it's added to tastes amazing. This business holds a special place in my heart. We started this business when my husband was deployed in Afghanistan. It was very challenging, but also a blessing because it gave me a distraction while I was raising my daughter on my own. So I feel like we both served our country in a special way. We need the Sharks to help us grow our business, and we're ready to be nationwide. The Sharks are gonna love our product. It's a guarantee.
it's shark bait, baby.
I'm Lakeisha.
I'm Nzinga. And I'm Tanisha, and our business is Mango.
Mango
Preserves. We're asking for $75,000 for a 20% investment share in our company.
We have a gourmet preserve called Mango Mojito. We call it a party in a jar because you can use it over 100 ways.
Spread it, mix it, shake it, stir it.
Spread it, mix it, shake it, stir it. Spread it, mix it, shake it, stir it. Spread it on toast, bagels, or even croissants.
Mix it.
Mix it with cream cheese for a delicious fruit dip.
Shake it.
Shake it with red wine vinegar and olive oil for a mango-licious vinaigrette.
Stir it.
Stir it with ginger shrimp.
We prepared some samples for you to taste.
So, Sharks, are you ready to spread it, mix it, shake it, stir it?
Come on, spread it.
Spread it, mix it, shake it, stir it. Spread it, mix it, shake it, stir it. Spread it, mix it, shake it, stir it.
What you'll be tasting today is our mango fruit dip.
Thank you.
In the martini glass, there's some mango lemonade. And then we have the mango ginger shrimp. It's got a little kick to it, so.
Let me help you there.
This is delicious. This drink is made out of the mango jelly?
Yes, we sweeten the lemonade with our mango preserves.
Lakeisha, this shrimp is fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Did you just put that in with the shrimp when you were...
That's it, just the shrimp and the spice and the mango preserve.
Oh, try this.
I know. It's really, really, really good.
I'm going to make the assumption that there's lots and lots of other people making mango.
There are a lot of people making jellies and jams, but no one is working that jelly like us.
So you're working the jelly.
We're working
and
the
the other
jelly.
guys aren't working the jelly.
They're not working it like us. We're doing 8 farmers markets a week. We're doing shows. We're doing expos.
Okay, if you're working the jelly so hard, what are the sales?
Total year to date, we've made about $138,000.
It's not bad.
How long have you been in business? About a year and a half.
How are you selling it?
We're selling it at natural food stores. We're also selling it in a lot of specialty and gourmet stores.
What do you sell this for?
We sell it to them at $3.96, and they sell it for $6.99.
What's your cost?
$2.18.
That's high. Why is it so expensive?
It's mango. It's a tropical fruit.
What do you need the money for?
We need the money for our production facility. We want to take an existing structure and purchase the equipment necessary.
Why don't you farm that out? Why do you want to do that yourself?
I think he's referring to like a co-packer. You would have them make it instead, ship it, take care of all of that.
We have so much pride in our product. We like to be able to be
Well, I understand the pride, but these numbers are not a good long-term story. I used to own a company that made jams and jellies, and we used to take our extra capacity and we'd farm it out to anybody that wanted it. Not to demean the product, but frankly, if you tell us what your recipe is, we'll make it for you.
At what point in your life do you own a jelly and jam company?
It's true.
Such an evil guy making jellies and jams.
Yes, I am.
Lakeisha, it's a great product. Tell me about your background.
I'm actually a military spouse. We own an event planning company.
And the other ladies?
I'm actually a physician.
Wow.
I'm a registered nurse.
Listen, ladies, you have to get the cost of this down to be like everybody else in the jelly and jam business to $1.20. How are you going to do that?
Robert liked that so little that he just took this small.
Yeah, well, you don't eat Robert
glassful.
outtake.
That's right.
If you looked at anybody else in your business, their cost would be at $1.25.
I think owning our own production facility is the key to that.
Hey, Lakeisha, what am I eating? Because it's like a drug.
cream
I
cheese.
cannot
Cream
stop.
cheese. Cheese, right?
Just cream cheese and the mango, that's it. No other jam or jelly is going to taste like that mixed with cream cheese.
And what are your projected sales for this next coming year?
291,000.
Are you selling it to any of the military?
Yes, we're actually getting ready to go into the military commissary.
How big an order would that be?
Huge.
So would you go into all of their stores? Because that's a big
We will.
business.
We will go into all their stores. Actually,
He's eating
Robert,
mine
pass
now.
that down.
That could be a very big
Pass the
market.
cream cheese down, Robert. Pass the cream cheese.
Oh my God.
Guys, you can't make any money with this model because you can't bring a distributor into your model. When you get bigger and all of a sudden you've got 1,000 stores, the problem is you can't make any money because you've got to give a distributor $1 on each one.
What comes after mangoes?
it's all mango. It's going to be mango vinaigrette.
Why aren't you going into mango chutney? It's a bigger category than all of
Because
them.
you can use our preserve to make a chutney.
Man, you guys know your mangoes.
Yes, from sweet to savory to spicy.
You want to
And you
provide the
need your
base.
product to
That's
make
right.
all those
Right,
delicious
right,
recipes.
right.
This stuff is pretty damn good. Just keep I'm taking a bet to see if I can finish it by the time y'all are done.
Lakeisha, I'm not here. Just ignore it.
Okay.
You know, I just have to say it's a huge testament because the two sharks that right now are watching their weight, not eating a lot of carbs, are
It's
Mark
cream cheese. It's
and
not.
Robert.
I used to watch my weight.
That cream cheese can make you a lot of money.
Lakeisha, what's your biggest challenge so far with the business? Because it sounds like you're having a lot of success.
The challenge is production, keeping up with demand, being on someone else's schedule.
You can't get that money anywhere else.
We could get the money somewhere else, but we would like to
Partner with sharks.
Yeah, we would like to partner with the sharks. We
Hey,
don't
there's
want
nothing
you all
like
to,
a shark party.
we don't want you all to do all the work. We want to do the work. We know the mango.
Guys, I have no doubt in my mind you are going to be the world's first mango millionaires. But I don't know a chutney from a sputney from a potato.
But you know money.
I know money, but that's just not my thing. So for that reason, I'm out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Keep on jamming.
Spread it, mix it, shake it, stir it.
Spread it.
I love you guys.
You know, you've created a hobby here. That's what it is. It's not a business yet. You are going to find out the hard way. Unless you take out 75 cents out of your cost, you're going to zero. There's a lot of mistakes in what you're doing. I actually don't want to educate you on this because it's not the advice tank. Sorry to give you the bad news, but I'm out.
You guys are great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I don't like mango, but I loved everything that was on my plate. And you saw what Robert did with it. I rarely say this. I don't think it's good for you to actually give away equity to a shark. And I'll tell you why. I think you should fund yourselves with the money that comes in and retain your equity. And because that's my very best advice, I'm going to go out, but I hope that that's what you do because I see huge success for you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We tend not to want to give our counterparts credit up here, but I found it fascinating that Kevin had a jelly and jam business a couple of years ago.
I'm a sweetheart.
So I actually have to follow the lead of somebody that's been in this business and has brought up some very valuable questions. I don't think I could be of service with you in this area. I'm out.
Whew. Well, I hated the presentation. I hated the food. Never had a product on here that I loved so much. I mean, I love it, I love it, I love it. You guys are the real deal. I'm afraid I'd eat all the profits. I'm picturing the four of us in a meeting, and you're asking me, Robert, should we do this? Is this the right thing to do? I would be so afraid to steer you in the wrong direction. I wish you all the best. I'm going to sit this one out.
And as I said, I'm glad you didn't get a deal. I want the three of you to run it together and not have to give up your equity.
We appreciate you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Spread it, shake it, mix it.
Spread it, mix it, shake it, stir it.
You know what? They're going to make it.
Not with these numbers.
They'll figure it out.
That was a fabulous experience. It was so nice to know that they loved our product.
Oh, my gosh.
They believe in us, and we have to respect that.
Shake it, stir it, going to zero. Shake it, stir it.
Oh, my God.
Next into the tank is a Silicon Valley veteran with an innovation he hopes will save lives.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Charles Michael Yim, and I'm the founder and CEO of Breathometer. I'm asking for $250,000 for 10% equity stake in my company. So just imagine you're at a dinner party, or maybe even a tailgate. Better yet, we're at a local bar with some friends having some champagne. Would anyone care for a glass?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, I thought you were joking.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lori. Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Damon doesn't like champagne, so I'll take his.
Host totally does. There you go.
Thank you.
Damon's favorite drink.
Thank you, senor. Charles, what should we toast to?
Pitching to the Sharks.
To you, Charles.
Thank you.
Sometimes it ends badly, though.
So you know how it goes. Eat some food, you have some drinks. Before you know it, the night's over and it's time to go home. And the most important question is, are you safe to drive? And who would want to carry one of these bulky old breathalyzers around? So that's why I created Breathometer, the world's first smartphone breathalyzer. It's so small, it can fit in your pocket. Let me show you how it works. You simply retract the audio jack, plug it into the smartphone, activate the app. Within a matter of seconds, you'll be able to know what your breath alcohol level is. And better yet, it can even tell you how long it'll take to sober up. And if need be, you can even hail a cab with a push of a button. So please join me on this mission to help people make smarter and safer decisions, one breath at a time. Thank you.
So is this already on the market? Are you selling it currently?
So we basically launched in March via an Indiegogo campaign. We sold 4,000 units within 30 days, generated $140,000 in revenue.
Indiegogo is a crowdfunding.
It's just like Kickstarter, correct.
What do you sell them for, Charles?
$49.99.
Can we see it?
Yes.
I thought one of the biggest issues around these things when the first handheld units came out was that you get arrested, or worse, you harm somebody because you're drunk, and you relied on the device to make your decision. Isn't that a huge liability to you?
First and foremost, there's no replacement for good judgment. And so the Breathometer device basically promotes making smarter and safer decisions. We provide an instruction manual. We clearly label disclaimers throughout the app. And as long as we do our part in the due diligence and we uphold our side, we're in the clear.
Should I come up and try this with you?
Sure. Feel free to come up.
And if she doesn't pass...
If I can't walk.
Hey, if she can walk in those heels, you already have your answer.
So, basically go ahead and plug it into the audio jack of your smartphone. All you need to do is hit the start button.
Okay.
Go ahead and breathe into this hole, like there. A little closer. You're at a 0.04 right now.
That would be legal.
Yeah, you're legal.
Does it tell you if she has bad breath, too?
It's funny as you mentioned that there's also another sensor we're looking into for halitosis.
Oh, seriously?
And seriously, I'm starting to think of this as more of a multi-function breathalyzer. So the next one we're actually trying to focus on is diabetes. It's in clinical trials, and it's obviously less intrusive than blood pricking, right?
Charles, how'd you develop it? Are you a software guy? Are you a hardware design guy?
So I used to code back in the day. I built and sold my last company within 18 months. So essentially, I went straight into developing Breathometer as soon as I exited my last company.
If you sold your last business and you did very well, why don't you take some of that money and invest it in this?
I have. So I started off with the first initial $50,000. I've already raised $500,000 in total from angels.
What are you going to use the money for?
Strictly manufacturing of the product.
Well, the good news for you is that both in Europe and Canada, Mexico, U.S., we're going to almost a zero tolerance on alcohol in driving.
Correct.
That's the trend.
I'm sure you've heard about the Federal Safety Board in the United States that's trying to push down
lowered it
from 0.08 to 0.05.
I'm a big fan of the sensor business. I've got a company, Motion Loft. We're all about sensors, and I think that's the future of technology. Okay, I'm gonna make you an offer. Right? What I'd like to do is offer you $500,000 for 20% of the company. That's my offer.
Okay.
I'll give you a chance to talk to other people.
Any other sharks?
Mark, would you let me go in with you?
No.
And handle the retail end?
This is not. I'm not worried about the retail. That's just like a smidgen versus the long-term benefit.
I'll give you $250,000 for 15%. And you wouldn't have to lose that much equity then.
It's not bad. Okay.
It's much less dilutive than Mark's 20%.
Okay.
And not nearly as much cash.
So just to open up the funding channel of communication, so the whole idea within the next 60 days is to close a full $1 million round from the Angels back in Silicon Valley. So what I'm proposing is I'm more than willing to open up the round, potentially involve more than just one shark, because I think there's an incredible amount of value here.
Why don't you let the sharks do the whole round?
That's what I'm proposing.
I don't want to work with the other sharks.
You want to raise $1 million, don't you?
I do want to raise $1 million.
So Mark's not giving you enough anyways.
Mark's not done talking yet.
All right, here's what I'll do, Charles. I'll give you another $250,000 if Kevin will have me on that.
I'll do it. That makes a lot of sense to me.
And I'll give you another $250,000.
For 30%.
Wow. Okay.
And they have no idea what they're investing in.
That's not true.
It is absolutely true.
So you've got $750, 3 times what you asked for today.
Right.
For 30%.
Right.
Very smart. I like to surround myself with people much smarter than me. That's why I have a challenge being up here.
Thank you very much.
I want to. think I want to match what you're offering. $250,000, unlimited manufacturing.
Okay.
10%.
And you wouldn't want to partake in the groups?
I've tried to get these 3 bobos together at breakfast one day, and it's hard. You know, it's like we don't need all these people.
Right now, we can't agree. We've got 3, maybe 1.
No, I think we could agree, Kevin.
But
what if we raise the dollar amount?
But wait. I'm just saying, for $1 million of straight equity and get all the sharks in it. Now, I don't know if Mark wants to play ball, but we need a significant discount to do that. You would be an unbelievable story if that happened.
That's true.
Mark, because of your previous investments in sensors, you need the lion's share. Tell us what that is, because competing with each other is going to be very expensive versus colluding with each other and giving this guy every single shark.
Come on, Mr. Cuban.
Damn, you're in on this, aren't you?
I want to go in if Cuban's in, and you'll get all 5 sharks.
Charles has the potential of raising $1 million, all the funding he needs at this point, if Mark will join the rest of the sharks on a deal.
Damn, you're in on this, aren't you?
I want to go in if Cuban's in, and you'll get all 5 sharks.
Come on, Mr. Cuban. You get the lion's share.
What does the lion's share mean? What equity do I get?
So you get all 5 sharks. You need $1 million.
Now it's your turn. Now it's your turn to sell me.
Wow.
What can you give us on a straight equity deal? This is your round right here, right now, the whole damn thing.
Wow, that's pretty serious.
Oh, Charles, think.
You got to come up with a really good offer.
Okay. Would you be okay with taking, say, doing 300,000? They split up the 700 amongst them.
I'll do 500K for 15%.
For 15%?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All 5 sharks will give you $1 million, $500,000 for Mark Cuban for 15%, and $500,000 split amongst the 4 of us for the other 15%. So $1 million for 30%.
Do it.
Do it.
There's a reason the champagne's open, my friend.
Can I have a second to make a phone call to my CFO?
Yes,
Sure.
of course.
Okay. Thank you. Hey, Matt, how's it going?
Hey, Charles.
So they have basically all have provided an offer, all 5 of them, and so basically $1 million for 30% of the company. So I just want to kind of get your thoughts.
You know, $1 million for 30%, you know, it's a $3.3 million valuation. Not a huge valuation.
Sure.
I mean, fundamentally, I'm a little bit worried about too many cooks in the kitchen. I mean, they all have big egos. And so, you know, can they work together effectively?
Who wants to bet what he comes back at?
He'll come back at 25.
I say 25.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, let's see what happens. He's been out there a long time.
Charles, welcome back.
Thank you.
You have an opportunity to get all 5 sharks and the power of all sharks behind you.
Right.
Here's the deal. $1 million, $500,000 from Mark Cuban for 15%, and $500,000 from the rest of the sharks. We're going to split it.
Right.
For a total of 30% for $1 million. And the power of Shark Tank. What are you going to do?
I accept.
All right. Wow.
That's great.
I gotta tell you, I didn't see that coming, but that's...
Thank you.
That's great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Change your mind. Made you change your mind.
Wow. We all should
Charles,
toast to that.
have a toast with us.
All right. Cheers, guys. Cheers. I've never thought about raising all the cash that we needed from the entire team of the Sharks. I'm ecstatic right now. I have no words. I'm shocked.
Last season, teenage entrepreneur Lonnie Lazari made a deal with Mark Cuban for her skincare line, Simple Sugars.
I would love to accept your offer.
That's what I like to hear.
Let's see how she's doing now.
Everything about my business has changed since coming out of the tank. Simple Sugars, can I help you? Prior to Shark Tank, our sales were only $50,000. In just the first 24 hours following the show, we had already reached $220,000. And 6 weeks later, we were at $1 million in sales. When I pitched on Shark Tank, we had 3 part-time employees. Now, we've grown to a team of 24 employees and 8 interns. Hello?
Hey, lady, it's Mark.
Hi, Mark. How are you? It's pretty cool to have a billionaire as a business partner.
Just want to say congratulations on $1 million in sales.
When I partnered up with Mark, I was a little bit worried that he was going to treat me just like a little kid, but he's shown confidence in my ability to run this business and really treated me like a true colleague.
I'm here to help, and let's keep on kicking butt.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
Wow, that's so good.
Whenever I walk into a store and see my product, it makes me feel awesome. It's so exciting to see it there.
I am so proud of you.
Thank you so much, Mom. One day, I hope to be the best company in America for women to work for. As far as women have come in the corporate world, I think there's still a long ways to go, and I want to be the one to make that change happen. I'm living proof that hard work and persistence pay off in a big way. Thank you, Shark Tank. Hey, Shark Tank, stay smooth!
Next up is an entrepreneur with a product to reward men for their good deeds.
Oh, please. Stay in your seat, Lori.
It's about time.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Jim O'Brien. My company is Man Metals, and I'm asking for $10,000 for 10%. Now, Sharks, I could stand here all day and talk to you about Man Metals, but instead, I want to show you how I came up with the idea. And to do that, I've brought in my exact body double for a historically accurate reenactment of how I came up with the idea. This started as a running joke between me and my lovely wife, Kathy. Whether it was flexing as I picked up my dirty laundry to put it in the hamper, or actually taking the toilet paper roll and putting it on the holder, which guys don't think is a problem, but women obviously do. And those rare occasions when you would take the toilet seat, while apparently sticking my butt out, and lowering it.
Why is he looking at me?
I don't know.
Why are you looking at him?
Every time I did this, my wife would always laugh and say, "What do you want, a medal?" And I thought to myself, yes, I do. And that, Sharks, is where Man Metals came from. There are 6 original Man Metals. I took the garbage out, I picked my dirty clothes up, I put the toilet paper roll on, I put the toilet seat down, I ran the vacuum cleaner, and I asked for directions. I've been selling these online for less than a year, and I'm not getting orders from just in the United States. I'm getting responses from Canada, England, Ireland, Norway, Scotland, and as far away as Australia, New Zealand, even India. So Sharks, are you ready to earn a medal?
We get a lot of bad theater in here, but this was pretty good bad theater.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I want to give your body double an award for the sexiest look. So can you raise your eyebrow again like that? Can I see you do the same?
Oh, yeah, there's the body double, yeah.
I have to say, though, we're always getting girls in bikinis. It's about time.
It's a hilarious shtick.
So how many have you been selling?
I've sold about $2,500 worth. A whole $2,500 worth? I know.
I thought you were selling them all over the world.
Less than a year, you said?
Honestly, yeah, $2,500 so far.
You've sold dozens of them.
600, yeah. Hundreds. I've sold hundreds. These you see here are the retail displays. So all 6 of these pins, which you're holding in your hand, we've only had for less than a month.
Jim, what do you charge for them?
Retail is $5. My cost is 65 cents for that whole package. We wholesale them for $2.50, which gives them a price point for retail stores anywhere between $5 and $6.
Have you done like any type of trade show or like a,
Trade shows? That's the next step for me.
So go to a show and see first, is this something that's viable? And then think about whether or not you need an investment. I hope you are successful, but it won't be with me. I'm out.
Thank you.
I think this idea merits a full financial exploration because really here we're talking about $10,000 for 10%, a putative value of $100,000.
Correct.
Now I look at the public multiples of metal companies like this. So the valuation here is really aggressive, I think. I mean,
there's 2 things though, Kevin, talking about that. The first one is, I know something about metals. I spent 9 years in the Navy before I get into this. I earned a couple medals actually. And I know men like medals. You watch the Olympics, you get medals. And the joke tells itself, which is one of the things I like that idea
Jim,
of an actual
men
medal.
like shiny objects. I think it's a great start. It's a cute idea. I think you did a great presentation today. But as far as the medals are concerned, I'm out.
If I'd have come to you 35 years ago with a rock in a box and said I'm going to sell 1 million of these, you would have laughed at me. That was before the internet and before social media. So with an item like this that people are talking about, and I know it's in small quantities, but I'm still getting responses from people from around the world.
But it's not a business.
All due respect, I beg to disagree.
Oh yeah, because those $2,500 in sales really begs to differ.
Again, this is something that we're in the ground floor.
And you know what the problem is? The problem is you're in the ground floor.
You're not on the ground floor. You're in the basement.
I'm out.
I forbid you to proceed. I'm out.
Thank you. Damon?
I don't think the $2,500 is a big problem. I stood on the corner and sold hats the first day that I made with my hands, and I made $800. That's it.
It takes as much energy to dream small as it does to dream big, so...
But I didn't ask for anybody's help at that point. Gimmicky just isn't for me. I'm out.
Thank you, Sharks.
Good luck, Jim.
Good luck. That's the first
that was the funniest
beefcakey
pitch.
guy that's come into the tank.
Barbara would have gone bonkers.
Next into the tank is an entrepreneur from New York City with fashion-forward accessories.
Oh, that's right. You look scared.
No, he's fine. He's so cute.
Hello, Sharks. This cute little guy here with me is my dog, Kane, and I am Amber Lee Forrester, the founder and president of Kane & Couture. I am seeking a $150,000 investment for a 33% stake in my company. Kane & Couture is a canine lifestyle brand offering fashionable, functional collars, harnesses, leashes, carriers, apparel, and useful accessories, puts the style in you and your doggy's lifestyles. When I started Kane & Couture, I found that most of the items on the market were plaid, plain, or suburban. Most of the unique items were grossly overpriced and hard to find. Kane & Couture...
You're boring him, Amber. You're boring him.
That's how comfortable he is.
Under the Kane & Couture umbrella, we have our signature premium line, as well as our value-driven lines, the Bubba Dog Collection and Imperial Pup. But Sharks, I'd rather show you than tell you. Meet Dina and Henry. Henry is ready for his day out on the town. He's outfitted in our boyfriend button-down shirt and our easy and convenient step-in one-piece harness and leash.
Henry is so embarrassed right now.
And next, we have Courtney and Solstice.
Oh, wow.
Solstice can get in touch with her feminine side and our Remy pink collar and matching leash. And Mr. Casey Kane loves to travel in style. He is riding in one of our signature Kane & Couture carriers. They are designed to look like purses, but they're actually suited for the comfortable travel of your truck. I really need an amazing partner to help me take this to the next level. So Sharks, I'd like to discuss how we can take a bite into this industry together.
Can I see Kane?
Yeah.
Amber, you wouldn't really take him out in public like that, would you?
This is for special occasions. If he's going to a wedding, people love to take their dogs places, and they want to dress them up.
Amber, how often does Kane get invited to a wedding?
Every day.
I mean, I've had one that he's come to and worn a tuxedo, and
Amber, before we get started, can I ask you a practical question?
Sure.
When you carry a small dog around in a bag for extended periods of time, what happens if the dog has to pee-pee or poo-poo?
Then you let him out the bag so he can pee-pee or poo-poo.
Does he tell you? Does he tell you that that's what he's planning?
Well, you know your dog, and so you'll know his pee-pee and poo-poo pattern.
Kevin, have you never had a pet?
Has Kane ever pee-peed in the bag?
So he's 6 years old.
America wants to know what happens when he's in the bag.
Oh, my.
So Kane is 6 years old.
Yeah.
He's been traveling since he was 8 weeks old.
That's a 50-year-old dog in dog years.
Yeah, I mean, well...
And usually when you turn 50, you have to go
You gotta
more
go,
often.
you get a little incontinent.
So I'm just wondering...
So maybe my next invention should be like some doggy diaper that's cute.
Well, no, we've seen that already, thank you.
Amber, do you have sales?
My sales in the last year were just about $90,000.
And how do you sell? Through what? Retail, online?
Yes, so I sell through retail and online.
What are the major retailers?
Macy's carries my products on a seasonal...
Really? Macy's? Amber, what will your sales be next year?
My projection in the next year is $1.8 million.
You're going to
90,000 to 1.8 million?
Well, I have people who are ready to order starting the holiday this year, so I'm ready to get very
Amber,
aggressive.
what does that mean, they're ready to order?
I'm putting together the packages that they like in order to present them to them. Unfortunately, with coming here, I wasn't able to do so before.
So prices for these things, like I picked up this really cute collar, and it says Sparked.
Yes.
So what would this cost you to make, and then what do you sell it to the retailer for, and what do they sell it for?
About $3.
Right, and what are they selling it for?
They're selling them from anywhere from $20 to $24.
What's the difference between your stuff and the millions of other products that are
Wait, let me answer. Nothing.
No, that's not true, actually.
Well, what is it?
So the difference is it's a brand. You also
But
have
I don't know the
between...
Kane & Couture brand. Not at $90,000 a year in sales. You have no brand.
Well, people are learning our brand, and I kind of feel like I'm like the FUBU for dogs. Like there was really because there was, it's true.
Okay with
there
that.
wasn't a lot of really like it was plaid, plain, or suburban. I really mean that. There weren't like how we have our boyfriend button downs and
boyfriend button down for a dog.
Yes.
That dog has a bow tie on.
Yes.
That's insane.
It's not to everyone,
It's
just maybe to
crazy.
you. Do you have a...
No, thank goodness.
Amber, are you kidding?
I have children. I don't need a dog. Like, that is ridiculous.
How many years did you say you've been in business?
So I've been in business about 4.5 years. I've been full-time with it for 3 years. Within that time, I've gone to some classes. I've also had a baby and got married, so it's been a full 4.5 years.
Sorry, Amber, maybe I missed how you're going to go from 90,000 to 1.8 million in 1 year.
Let me tell you.
Because that would be faster growth than FUBU.
Well, let me tell you.
Absolutely.
And I even feel that that could be somewhat conservative because I'm already in front of 7 major retailers who are ready to place orders. Even if I just started in 10% of their stores, then I can get to 1.8 million. These major
You have
retailers...
hard copy orders.
I will have hard copy orders. I don't have hard copy orders today. I'm in discussions with them. And so,
Sorry,
as you know...
Amber, I'm not sure what that means. I've been in sales for a long time. I know there's a lot of talk before somebody actually gives you an order.
Yes.
Just like my sales guys always come
Well,
back
I've
and
had
tell
orders
me.
from them before. It's not like I'm just saying that I'm going to get
Amber,
orders.
they can buy dog crap from anybody.
Well, I don't have dog crap. I have very nice dog
I don't
items.
mean it in a negative. I don't mean in a negative way. You know what I mean?
You don't mean that in a negative way.
Why would they be different than anybody else's dog tchotchkes?
Well, why would your suit be different from anybody else's suit?
Yeah, but name me one dog collar brand outside of Kane & Couture. Like, give me another brand dog collar.
I would rather not.
But there isn't one. Listen, I think I'm coming down with a fever because I just saw a dog go by with a bow tie on. I'm sorry.
That gave you a fever.
I don't get it, and I hope I'm dreaming. But while I'm dreaming in this nightmare, I'm out.
Okay.
Sorry, was he out?
Yes, he's out. Yes.
There it is again. Oh my God.
See, he's loving Kane in his tuxedo.
Oh.
What would be a sales projection that you'd actually expect for a company that's at my level? Like, what
Amber, I didn't have a problem with projections. I had a problem with the way that you said you were going to do it.
Okay.
For you to go from 90,000 to 1.8 million in 12 months would be unbelievable. To go from where you are now to that level of sales, I mean, that just, it just lacks reality to me. For that reason, I'm out.
Okay. Thank you.
The dog saw the bow tie.
Is it scary? So I'm going to make you an offer.
Whoa.
I think that this can go somewhere.
But
I really
why?
do.
Why?
Because people love their pets, bottom line. But it's contingent on Damon going in with me. I think that Damon can offer a lot on the fashion and distribution end as well.
I do.
So, Damon, I think I would like to make her an offer 75-75
For what percent?
40%. Damon, I think that we could really help her to do good things with this.
I am stunned, and I'm going to forbid them to do that.
You are being a hater right now.
So, Damon, you haven't said anything yet.
Are you in with Lori?
Two sharks are out. Lori is interested, but only if Damon will go in on her offer.
So, Damon, you haven't said anything yet.
Are you in with Lori?
What would she need to do, Damon, to make
Well,
you feel that this is appealing?
I really got scared when she said, 1.8, 90,000 this year, 1.8 next year.
That's where you lost me. Amber.
Laura,
It was a
you
great
do
pitch
understand
until
that she did
then.
90,000 last year, right? She's valuing the company at about $500,000.
But a part of the reason that
This is
I
a
only
massive
did...
undertaking. You understand that, right?
I do accept it can be simpler. Maybe we take and focus on her top sellers.
We're going to give her $150,000 for that?
She got into Macy's. That's not easy, right?
One store.
It's a not easy store to get into, though, and you know it.
You have an offer. Damon has not spoken. Mark may up the bid. We don't know.
Mark, over to you.
I have no interest in this business. I'm out.
Okay, let me ask you something. I'm going to try to make a decision here.
Okay.
I just
So
want to
what-
make a point here. As a financial investor, if you do this deal, you will make hundreds of dollars.
I've made more than hundreds of dollars on my own. Even if you just made $300,000, then you've already made back the investment that you put in the first
Okay,
year.
here you go. All right, I'll give you, but I'm going to have to give you a contingency. For you to do $1.8 million, how much do you think you need to get in just opening orders?
So then that number would probably be around $400,000.
Okay. Okay. So I will go in with Lori on that deal, half and half, if you provide us with opening orders of $400,000 for
Okay.
40%.
So would you consider helping me with the financing of the purchase orders for those? Because that's also a large undertaking
Yes.
for me.
Yes.
Yes.
Because it's a lot for me to do on my own. That's
We
why I'm
understand
here.
that. No, we
To
understand. We understand.
simplify it.
It's not about the money with us. It's about the undertaking of educating you with this entire process. It's a lot. Do we have a deal?
You have a deal.
All right.
Oh, thank you. I
There
will
you
work
go.
very, very hard.
Please do.
Thank you.
I believe in you.
Thank you so much. That means so much.
I'm in shock as to what happened here.
Thanks, guys.
Amber, thank you.